Have you ever wondered why you wake up to pee 3, 5, or even more times a night? Most men think it's just part of aging, but the shocking truth is there's a hidden cause behind your enlarged prostate, one that doctors and urologists never talk about. In April of this year, the Prostate Journal published a discovery that sent shockwaves through the medical community. They found that if you're waking up to pee more than 3 times a night, this very act could be inflating your prostate by a staggering 78.5%, putting you at serious risk for life-threatening diseases like prostate cancer, which claims the lives of thousands of men in our country every year. Here's why. Think of your prostate like a small tomato. Every time your sleep is interrupted, it's like that tomato absorbing more and more water, swelling and expanding until it's the size of a beefsteak tomato. This extra pressure on your bladder triggers that constant urge to pee. And now, a groundbreaking new study, backed by the Aging Male Journal and the British Medical Journal, has confirmed what we suspected all along. The root cause of an enlarged prostate isn't aging or hormones. Instead, it's a newly discovered sleep disorder that only affects men over 40. And this is the real reason you're waking up to pee so much at night. The worst part? It's doing more than just wrecking your sleep. Studies show it also shuts down testosterone production while triggering a deadly inflammatory hormone, one that causes your prostate to grow out of control like a balloon ready to burst. So unless you tackle this sleep disorder head on, no amount of saw palmetto, prescription meds, or even minimally invasive surgeries will fix the problem. That's why today, I'm going to show you how to address this issue at its root and reveal a completely natural at-home solution to shrink your prostate back to normal. This secret was uncovered in a highly classified study conducted by the Secretary of Defense and the Congressional Armed Services Committee. It's called the new Vicks Vapor Rub Trick, a military classified discovery, also known as the Military Prostate Reset Protocol. Watch now to see how it works. Once you see how this protocol works, you'll never have to jump out of bed at 2 or 4 a.m. to pee again. Instead, you'll enjoy deep, uninterrupted sleep, wake up feeling refreshed, and pee like a racehorse. No more fear of embarrassing health complications like painful urinary tract infections, bladder stones, or aggressive kidney disease. No more wondering if you'll end up needing a catheter, secretly wearing adult diapers, or, worst of all, finally going to the doctor, only to hear the dreaded word cancer. The new Vicks Vapor Rub Trick puts you back in control. Over 14,637 men have already used this military classified discovery to take back control of their bladder and masculinity. Once you see the breakthrough science behind this protocol, I have no doubt you'll be racing to try it yourself, because now you can finally pee like a teenager again, completely empty your bladder, and shrink your prostate back to champion levels. And the best part? It's 100% natural, and anyone can do it from the comfort of their home, no matter the size of your prostate right now, or whether you're in your 40s, 70s, 90s, or beyond. And it all starts in 3, 2, 1. Hi, I'm Dr. Robert Burke, a leading sleep specialist and a proud U.S. Navy veteran. I've had the honor of serving our country and later speaking at Harvard and Stanford, where I've shared insights on how sleep regulates critical hormones like testosterone and how this impacts fatigue, weight gain, and even bedroom issues like erectile dysfunction. But despite my credentials and military experience, I know you're probably still wondering, why is the world's leading sleep expert talking to me about my enlarged prostate? It all started with my friend Tommy. Tommy is a fellow veteran who, like many men, had tried everything. Saw palmetto, Pyjam, pumpkin seed prescription drugs like Flomax, Proscar, Tamsulosin, and finasteride, even costly and humiliating treatments like Rezum, Eurolift, and Terp. Nothing worked. But after a blessed coincidence, I stumbled upon something that would forever change the way we understand prostate health. You see, Tommy came to me in desperation. Nothing was helping. A devoted father, grandfather, and war hero, a man who once fought fiercely for our country, was now forced to sleep in an adult diaper because of his prostate issues. I had to find a way to help him. That's when I noticed something doctors were ignoring. His problems always got worse at night. And that's when we uncovered a shocking connection, a hidden sleep disorder that was making his prostate swell up like a balloon. This breakthrough explains why every so-called solution, from home remedies to prescription meds, only provides temporary relief. Picture your prostate like a party balloon. While you sleep, this disorder causes your prostate to inflate to the max. And all these treatments do? They just deflate it for a while, never addressing the real root cause. They're just masking the problem while the real threat continues to grow. Let me show you what happened when Tommy shared his story with me.
Let me tell you how things hit rock bottom. At first it seemed harmless, leaving the middle of a game or stepping away from the dinner table just to squeeze out a few drops of pee, but it got worse. Before I knew it, I was waking up 3, 4 times a night, and when I finally made it to the bathroom, it was just a weak trickle that never seemed to end. I'd stand there frustrated, still feeling like I had to go. I tried everything, every supplement I could find. Crazy home remedies, hell, I even mixed pumpkin seed oil with garlic. It tasted awful. I tried tried fasting, choked down green juices that tasted like lawn clippings. Nothing worked. If anything, it just got worse. That's when I caved and went to a urologist. He threw a bunch of meds at me, Flomax, Proscar, Avodart, like I was collecting them. But the side effects? A disaster. I'd get dizzy out of nowhere, headaches that knocked me out. And the worst part? My bedroom life with Jenny disappeared. We were already not as close as we used to be, but after these meds, it was like someone had erased every last bit of intimacy. The woman who had shared my life for decades now slept on the far edge of the bed. Or worse, sent me to the couch. This took over my entire damn life. At work, I couldn't concentrate, always scouting for the nearest bathroom. Social life, forget it. Either too exhausted from not sleeping or too anxious about needing to run to the restroom every 30 minutes. The urologist's next brilliant idea? A catheter. I tried sleeping with a tube shoved into my you-know-what, pure torture. One night was all it took before I ripped it out and did something I never thought I would. I bought adult diapers, and that's when everything spiraled. Jenny, exhausted from the sleepless nights, put a plastic sheet on the couch. I felt humiliated. A veteran, a man who had faced things most people couldn't imagine, now cast aside wearing diapers like a helpless child. Jesus. But what truly broke me? It was a Sunday morning. My kids and their wives showed up for a surprise breakfast with my 4-year-old grandson. I was passed out on the couch, drained from another miserable night. Then he ran up to me, pointed, and burst out laughing. Look! Even I don't wear diapers anymore, but Grandpa does. Time stopped. My sons froze. My wife looked away. And me? I felt like garbage. It wasn't his fault. He didn't understand. But it hit me like a punch to the gut. I had spent my life serving my country, being strong, facing challenges head on. And now here I was, a joke to my own grandson. That day, I realized I had lost more than just sleep. I had lost my pride, my dignity, and my connection to the woman who had always stood by my side. I couldn't let it go on. That's when I remembered Burke, my brother in arms, a man I served with in the Navy. He was always talking about how sleep and hormones controlled men's health, pride wounded but out of options. I picked up the phone. Making that call wasn't easy, but it was the best decision of my life.
I have to tell you something. There were parts of Tommy's struggle that, out of deep respect for him as a man, I would never ask him to share on camera. Things that revealed just how devastating prostate issues can become when left unchecked. It started with frequent bathroom trips, but it didn't stop there. His PSA levels were skyrocketing, a red flag for prostate cancer that kept him awake at night, wondering if he'd even live long enough to see his grandkids grow up. But maybe the most painful part was watching his marriage fall apart. The erectile dysfunction caused by his swollen prostate completely destroyed his intimacy. His wife of 30 years had moved into another room, not just because of his constant nighttime trips to the bathroom, but because they had become more like roommates than lovers. Tommy was staring down every man's worst nightmare, the triple threat of 1 cancer risk, 2 sexual dysfunction, 3 losing his independence. When I heard Tommy's story, it hit me like a gut punch. This wasn't just another patient. He was like a brother to me, a man I had been through hell and back with as a doctor, a veteran, and a man I knew I had to do everything in my power to help. And that meant thinking outside the box, just like we did in the Navy when our backs were against the wall. A classified breakthrough, hidden from the public. Luckily, my unique position as both a veteran and a sleep specialist for U.S. veterans gave me access to classified military studies, reports that the general public would never see. It felt like having top secret intelligence on this mission to save Tommy's masculinity. And it was during those late nights, burning the midnight oil, buried in these classified reports, that I stumbled upon a breakthrough in prostate shrinking, a revolutionary solution that would go on to change the lives of thousands of men, including Tommy, myself, and possibly you. The shocking truth buried in government reports. A report from the U.S. House Committee on Veterans Affairs revealed something disturbing. Men with enlarged prostates are 300% more likely to develop prostate cancer. And even worse, veterans like Tommy are twice as likely to face this devastating diagnosis. This wasn't just about comfort, this was about life or death. And I knew I had just uncovered something that no pharmaceutical company, no urologist, and no mainstream doctor was talking about. I suspected that their PTSD was disrupting their sleep, which in turn was wreaking havoc on their prostate health. But I needed proof, so I dug deeper. And what I found shocked me. The real root cause of an enlarged prostate isn't aging or diet. It's a rare sleep disorder that only affects men. Think about this for a moment. To really understand this, I need to ask you something, and I want you to think deeply about it. Isn't it strange that ever since your prostate issues started, your sleep has gotten worse too? I mean, you're tossing and turning, and you're waking up multiple times a night just to pee. Can that really be a coincidence? The latest research says no, because guess what? In April of this year, the Prostate Journal, the world's leading authority on on men's prostate health published a groundbreaking discovery that flips everything you thought you knew about prostate health upside down. Here's why this changes everything. Scientists have discovered a direct link between your disrupted circadian rhythm, also known as your poor sleep habits, and your worsening prostate and urinary symptoms. And get this, when scientists from the respected BMC Public Health Journal studied prostate size and sleep patterns in over 8,919 men across 40 years, the lead researcher made a shocking conclusion. Poor sleep quality was significantly linked to a higher incidence of benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH. In fact, the very act of waking up to pee can cause your prostate to swell by a staggering 78.5%. Yes, you heard that right, 78.5%. Here's how it happens. In a 4-year study, scientists found that men suffering from poor sleep reported a larger prostate volume. Some of these men's prostates grew to a staggering 35.61 cubic centimeters. Now, just to put that into perspective, the average prostate size is around 20 cubic centimeters. So with an extra 15.61 cubic centimeters, that's an abnormal growth of 78.5% blowing up your prostate from its normal size, about as small as a cherry tomato, to its swollen, enlarged size like a giant beefsteak tomato. Now, do you see why you're struggling? An enlarged prostate, a weak urine flow, and endless trips to the bathroom? It all makes sense now, doesn't it? So you might be wondering, why hasn't my urologist or family doctor told me about this? Here's why. This discovery is completely new, and Big Pharma is actively blocking it from being published. Until now, everything about your prostate has been based on guesswork. Think about it. Why do you think every so-called solution for shrinking your prostate has failed you in the past? So what does this mean for you? It's clear now, the real root cause of your enlarged prostate is linked to your sleep problems, or more specifically, a special type of sleep disorder that only men experience. Let me explain. Decades ago, researchers noticed that male shift workers had a significantly higher risk of prostate problems. But at the time, they dismissed the connection between poor sleep and prostate issues. It wasn't until a recent 5-year study published in the respected journal PLOS One involving 1,212 patients that scientists finally uncovered the real impact. Men with significant sleep issues were found to be 135% more likely to develop benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH. But if you're over 50, the Aging Male Journal uncovered something even more alarming. Your risk skyrockets to 459%. Men with significant sleep issues were found to be 135% more likely to develop benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, and that's exactly why. 1 in 2 men over 50 suffers from an enlarged prostate. This revelation turned the medical community's understanding of prostate health upside down. These findings forced doctors to completely redefine prostate health, introducing a new term to describe this previously overlooked condition. That's why doctors have started referring to this phenomenon as male episodic nocturia syndrome, or MEN syndrome. But as you've seen in these studies, this isn't just another sleep disorder, it's a vicious 3-step cycle that disrupts your body's natural hormone production and forces your prostate to swell. And it all starts with phase number 1, poor sleep patterns, which then leads to phase number 2, blocked testosterone production. And finally, phase number 3, estrogen dominance. This hormonal shift forces your prostate to swell, triggering frequent nighttime urination, which disrupts your sleep even further. And the cycle keeps repeating. So when you're tossing and turning at 2 a.m., struggling to hold your urine, it's not just your bladder acting up. It's MEN syndrome in full force, wreaking havoc on your hormones and inflating your prostate. Let's break it down, step by step. Phase 1, poor sleep patterns. As men age, our bodies go through major changes: lower sex drive and energy levels, persistent aches and pains, muscle loss, and weight gain. But what most men don't realize is that sleep quality also declines. And when that happens, it wreaks havoc on your number 1 male hormone, leading directly to phase 2, blocked testosterone production. Your body follows a natural rhythm to produce testosterone. It's called the testosterone nocturnal rhythm. Think of it as your internal clock for hormone production. 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., testosterone levels drop, signaling the end of the day. 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. During deep sleep, your body produces and restores testosterone. 7 a.m., testosterone levels peak, giving you energy, focus, and drive. But what happens when you sleep poorly? Your testosterone cycle gets thrown off, and your body never fully restores what it needs. And as scientists from the prestigious Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism have confirmed, it blocks your nocturnal testosterone rhythm. And unfortunately, when phase 1, poor sleep, disrupts phase 2, testosterone production, it triggers a hormonal imbalance that can spiral out of control, leading to phase 3, estrogen dominance. When your testosterone drops, guess which hormone takes over? Estrogen. As Dr. Randolph from the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine explains, as testosterone levels decline, the male body becomes estrogen dominant. Think of it like a seesaw. More testosterone means less estrogen, but when testosterone drops, estrogen surges. And this hormonal imbalance leads to what scientists from Harvard, Yale, Penn State, and even CNN researchers are now calling male menopause, with symptoms like belly fat, gain, chronic fatigue, low sex drive, erectile dysfunction, but it gets worse. This hormonal imbalance triggers a dangerous gene. It activates a gene inside your prostate called ERA, also known as the prostate growth gene. And once it's switched on, it inflates your prostate like a balloon, filling with pressure until it's ready to burst. The worst part? Just like a boulder can block the flow of a river, when your prostate enlarges, it acts like a boulder blocking your urethra, the very passage where your urine should flow freely, which leads to a weak urine stream. Stop and start urination difficulty, fully emptying your bladder, and there you have it, the 3 phases of the vicious men syndrome cycle. Let's recap quickly. 1. As you age, your sleep patterns change. 2. This disrupts your nocturnal testosterone rhythm, lowering testosterone while increasing estrogen. 3. This triggers the prostate growth gene ER-alpha, causing your prostate to enlarge, leading to frequent urination, which further disrupts your sleep. And the cycle keeps repeating indefinitely, like a hamster wheel you can't escape from. That's why everything you've tried has failed: saw palmetto, prescription meds, even surgery. None of them provided lasting relief because they only treat surface-level symptoms, never addressing the true root cause. But here's something you probably didn't know. The US military identified this exact pattern in their soldiers, men who, due to combat stress and erratic sleep schedules, experienced severe hormonal imbalances and prostate issues at an alarming rate, and they couldn't afford to let their soldiers suffer. So, on February 26, 2021, the Secretary of Defense, along with the Congressional Armed Services Committee, commissioned a top-secret study on sleep deprivation and its impact on men's health. The discoveries were eye-opening. Now, you might be thinking about trying conventional treatments like Flomax, Proscar, or even some internet hacks, but here's the harsh truth. They're just expensive Band-Aid solutions. They force you to take them forever, draining hundreds, even thousands of dollars you could be spending on travel, your home, or making memories with your family. That's when I knew I had to act fast. After hearing everything Tommy was going through, I couldn't just sit back. As a doctor, but more importantly, as his friend and brother in arms, I had to find a real solution. And that's when I remembered a preliminary study and an old trick that Navy veterans had used for years: the Vicks Vapo Rub Sleep Hack. Veterans and even our grandfathers used to rub Vicks on the soles of their feet before bed to relax their bodies and promote deep sleep, even in high-stress, extreme conditions. And there was real science behind it. The menthol in Vicks activates neurosensory receptors that help relax the bladder and calm the nervous system. It wasn't a permanent solution, but it was worth a shot. To everyone's surprise, Tommy saw immediate improvement. In just a few days, he went from waking up 5 times a night to only 3 times. For him, it already felt like a huge relief. But soon we realized the problem. No matter how much he used Vicks, his results stopped there. He was still waking up 3 times a night, which meant he wasn't getting full, uninterrupted rest. That's when I knew I had to dig even deeper. A classified military discovery and a superfruit from the Amazon. During my research in classified military studies, I stumbled upon something incredible. The menthol in Vicks was actually mimicking a natural compound found in a rare Amazonian superfruit called graviola. Here's the difference. Vicks provided surface-level relief, but it was temporary. Graviola contained a much stronger, highly bioavailable version of the same compound, one that could penetrate deeper, targeting not just the sleep centers of the brain, but also the prostate tissue itself, attacking the true root cause of the problem. This revolutionary, natural, simple, and incredibly effective solution doesn't just provide temporary relief, it targets the root cause and delivers lasting results. And here's the most mind-blowing part. Graviola's active compounds are 400% more powerful than Vicks alone. Studies show that the bioactive compounds in pure graviola can amplify the effects of Vicks by up to 400%, but with results that actually last. And what makes this trick truly revolutionary? Unlike anything else, it systematically reverses all 3 phases of men's syndrome with military-grade precision. These specialized, once classified nutrients, just recently made available to the public, don't just calm your mind for deep sleep. They systematically shut down all 3 phases of men's syndrome at the root. Phase number 1, restoring your sleep cycle. The protocol starts by resetting your sleep patterns with a rare military-grade superfruit, a spiky exotic fruit that's like a Granny Smith apple crossed with a pineapple. Graviola is known as the all-natural Caribbean sleep aid. It works similarly to pharmaceutical sleep drugs like diazepam and zolpidem, which are prescribed for men with severe insomnia. But unlike those heavy medications with a long list of side effects, Graviola works naturally, helping you sleep deeper and longer without grogginess or addiction. The secret lies in its bioactive compounds, annonisin and quercetin, which boost GABA, the brain's natural off switch. Think of GABA like a dimmer switch. It gradually calms your overactive mind, signaling that it's time to relax and fall into deep sleep. But Graviola doesn't stop there. It also increases your body's natural melatonin production, the sleep hormone that controls your internal clock and regulates your sleep-wake cycle. A clinical study published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology found that men who took Graviola extract experienced a 58% increase in total sleep duration. If you're only sleeping 5 hours a night due to constant interruptions, a 58% improvement would add nearly 3 extra hours, bringing you up to a full 8 hours of deep, uninterrupted sleep. No more tossing and turning, no more waking up multiple times to use the bathroom, just restful, restorative sleep night after night. Phase number 2 releases your body's natural testosterone and crushes estrogen. Phase number 2 of the protocol targets the hormonal imbalance caused by men's syndrome using nature's ultimate testosterone booster, burdock root. Inside burdock root are powerful bioactive compounds that do something remarkable. They literally force your body to produce more testosterone while eliminating excess estrogen. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Endocrinology found that these compounds block estrogen receptors, causing estrogen levels to plummet by up to 41%. Remember the balance scale I mentioned earlier? Burdock root aggressively tilts that balance in favor of testosterone. As excess estrogen is flushed from your system, your natural testosterone levels return to their youthful peak. The results? Men are waking up with the kind of rock-hard morning wood they haven't experienced since their 20s. Their energy levels are skyrocketing throughout the day, and their wives are noticing a passionate spark they haven't seen in years. That stubborn belly fat starts to melt away as lean muscle takes its place. But most importantly, they're finally feeling that deep, unshakable confidence that only comes from being a true man again. And since high estrogen levels are directly linked to prostate growth, this hormonal reset is crucial for prostate health. When testosterone dominates and estrogen crashes, your body no longer has the fuel that was inflating your prostate like a balloon. And that sets the perfect stage for phase 3. Phase number 3 shrinks your prostate. So fast, it almost feels illegal. The final phase of the protocol triggers what military scientists have nicknamed the purple salt miracle, a remarkable compound so powerful at shrinking the prostate that some doctors can't believe it's even legal. What the medical community calls uva ursi leaf, military researchers have referred to as purple salt due to its unique crystalline structure and its almost supernatural ability to shrink swollen prostates overnight. In shocking clinical studies, uva ursi demonstrated something that left researchers stunned. It forces your prostate to shrink so rapidly that men often think something must be wrong because they've never experienced relief this fast. We're talking about a staggering 43% reduction in prostate size, almost half of its swollen state. Imagine your inflamed, oversized prostate swollen to the size of a tomato, deflating like a balloon, shrinking back to its healthy walnut-sized state in just a matter of days. The results were so dramatic that many urologists refused to believe them at first, but the proof is undeniable. A solid, rock-hard urine stream strong enough to peel paint off a wall, complete bladder emptying every single time, no more painful pressure or burning sensation, enhanced sexual performance that will leave your wife blushing, and most importantly, finally sleeping through the night like a baby. With this 3-phase approach, the Vicks VapoRub hack doesn't just mask symptoms, it delivers results so fast and powerful that you'll wonder why this solution isn't locked away in a military vault. After uncovering these breakthrough ingredients, I couldn't wait to help Tommy. Watching my brother in arms, a proud veteran, living in fear, wondering if his enlarged prostate would turn into cancer, if ED would destroy his marriage, or if he'd spend the rest of his life planning bathroom breaks, was unbearable. When I finally perfected the formula, precisely combining these rare military-grade ingredients in the exact scientific ratios, I rushed to Tommy's house. I'll never forget forget the look in his eyes. That mix of hope and skepticism. After all, he had tried everything. But what happened next was nothing short of miraculous. When Tommy started taking this breakthrough formula, the transformation was so dramatic that he insisted on sharing his story with you. Here's Tommy, in his own words.
When Doc Burke handed me this formula with the Vicks Vapo Rub hack, I'll be honest, I had tried so many things that failed, I didn't have much hope left. In the first few days, nothing seemed different. Just another disappointment, I thought. But out of respect and dedication for everything he had done, I decided to stick with it. I kept taking it, and for 5 days it was the same old routine: wet diaper, restless sleep. I was about to give up, but I trusted my friend, a renowned award-winning doctor, one of the most respected in our state. And as a good soldier, I knew that consistency is key to any mission. And then, like a miracle, on the 6th day, Lord Jesus, for the first time in God knows how long, I slept through the night. No getting up 2, 3, 4 times to pee, just pure uninterrupted sleep. In fact, when I woke up, I thought something was wrong. That's how long it had been since I'd slept like that. The next morning, I practically ran to the bathroom, and let me tell you, it was like a fire hose. No more weak dribble, no more standing there for 5 minutes trying to empty my bladder. Everything rushed out effortlessly, like I was 20 years old again. Within a few days, the diapers went in the trash, the rubber sheet came off the couch, and within a few weeks, I was back in my own bed, with my wife in my arms, feeling like a real man again. And yes, we were having sex again, like we were back in our 30s. Doc Burke didn't just give me a formula, he gave me my life back, he gave me my masculinity back, and I'll be forever grateful for that.
This hit me hard. It wasn't just about shrinking the prostate, it was about getting back everything he had lost. His confidence, his dignity, his masculinity, but I needed to be absolutely sure. As a veteran, I know the importance of full-scale field testing. So I reached out to my network of VA hospitals and recruited 100 US veterans, men who had bravely served our country, but were now fighting a different battle with their prostates. These weren't just random test subjects. These were my brothers in arms, men who had risked their lives for our freedom. I owed them nothing less than a solution that truly worked. The results weren't just impressive, they were astonishing. On average, these veterans saw their prostates shrink by an incredible 63%, but the numbers don't tell the full story. These proud warriors were getting their lives back. Their marriages, once strained by constant bathroom trips and bedroom struggles, were reigniting with passion. In fact, several wives called my office in tears, thanking me for giving them back the strong, confident men they had married. With such overwhelming success, I knew I had a moral obligation to make this formula available to men across America. But there was one major obstacle. Securing military-grade ingredients isn't like buying supplements at your local pharmacy. That's why I partnered with Nature Biotech, America's leading pharmaceutical-grade supplement lab. Their facility in Boulder, Colorado, upholds the same strict standards used to prepare military rations for our special forces. Every ingredient is meticulously tested. Every batch is precisely formulated under FDA and GMP certified conditions. It's this uncompromising commitment to quality that makes Nature Biotech the trusted choice of America's top medical institutions. And after months of collaboration with the nation's top formulators specializing in military-grade supplements, we finally created a formula that met our exact specifications. I am proud to introduce you to what we call PROSTAFENSE. PROSTAFENSE is the only nanomolecular formula produced in the United States that holds the FDA certificate of efficacy, developed in collaboration with top military-grade formulators and backed by clinical trials conducted under regulatory supervision. In these trials, our breakthrough formula, which has already helped 14,330 men shrink their prostates back to normal size, achieved a complete reversal and stabilization in 98.6% of cases. You may have come across other solutions claiming to be FDA approved, and they probably are. Maybe you've even bought one of these capsule supplements before, only to find it did absolutely nothing. That's because for a supplement to be approved by the FDA for sale, it only needs to be safe, meaning it doesn't cause harm or pose health risks. In reality, if you've tried another formula before, you were likely taking a capsule filled with nothing but flour, with none of the promised benefits. This is where PROSTAFENSE is completely different. Unlike generic supplements, PROSTAFENSE has received the FDA certificate of efficacy, which you can see on the screen now. This was only possible because the U.S. Navy Medical Division was involved in the entire process. This certification took almost a year to be issued. It's an extremely meticulous process. We submitted extensive reports detailing our formula, its development, and the scientific rationale behind every ingredient selection. Then, an FDA representative personally monitored the clinical trials with volunteers and reviewed the results. On top of that, To maintain this certification, our laboratory undergoes frequent surprise inspections by FDA chemists who rigorously test the product to ensure its quality remains intact. This certification is incredibly difficult to obtain and even harder to keep, but we insisted on it because our formula is exclusive, and this protects us from greedy pharmaceutical companies that would try to copy it and sell it at outrageous prices. And now I need you to pay close attention. PROSTAFENSE doesn't just have the FDA certificate of efficacy, it also features a unique, groundbreaking formulation that has been proven to work up to 20 times more effectively than conventional formulas. In fact, this was the key factor that earned us the seal of efficacy, a guarantee that you're investing in something truly exceptional, not just another useless product. Beyond that, PROSTAFENSE is the only supplement in America that combines a powerful blend of over 10 natural ingredients, specifically designed to support men's health as a whole. Each ingredient in this revolutionary formula contains clinically proven doses of pure tropical graviola extract, along with 9 additional superfoods added as a bonus for you, ensuring 100% effectiveness and full potency within just 7 days by directly attacking men's syndrome at its root. From the very first dose, PROSTAFENSE goes to work immediately, helping your body naturally rebalance male hormones, boost testosterone production, and eliminate the root cause of your prostate issues. This means no more constant bladder pressure, more energy throughout the day, improved muscle tone, less stubborn belly fat, and the kind of unshakable confidence that comes from sleeping through the night and fully emptying your bladder every single time. It doesn't matter if you have diabetes, high blood pressure, or severe prostate issues. It doesn't matter if you've already tried every other prostate supplement on the market, because PROSTAFENSE is the only formula designed to target men's syndrome, the real root cause of your prostate problems. If you want to sleep through the night without constantly waking up to pee just a few drops, only to crawl back into bed still feeling like there's more left, and if you're tired of your wife jokingly calling you a leaky faucet for making noise all night, if you want the freedom to enjoy long road trips, go to games with your kids or grandkids, and sit through dinners without constantly scouting for the nearest restroom, then I know for a fact that PROSTAFENSE is the solution you've been praying for, because it's 100% natural, it doesn't cause side effects, dependency, or intolerance. It's GMO-free, toxin-free, and stimulant-free. You can take it even if you have diabetes, high blood pressure, heart conditions, or prostate issues. In fact, it will improve your overall health while addressing these conditions at the root. That's why I can confidently say there's nothing else like PROSTAFENSE. You can throw away your Flomax and Proscar because you'll never have to rely on those harmful prescriptions again. So far, over 59,637 men have tried PROSTAFENSE and called it the best investment of my life. All you need to do is take 2 capsules with a glass of water or any drink of your choice in the morning before anything else, and say goodbye to endless nights of running back and forth to the bathroom, struggling to squeeze out a few drops, only to crawl back into bed feeling the same urge to pee all over again. To date, over 14,000 men have tested PROSTAFENSE and called it the best investment of their lives. And today, doctors around the world, those who haven't been bought by Big Pharma, are recommending PROSTAFENSE to their patients. Take a look at this.
Hello, I'm Dr. David Samadi, a urologist. Since I started recommending PROSTAFENSE, I've seen remarkable results in my patients. Fewer trips to the bathroom, uninterrupted sleep, and even weight loss, as they feel more energized. Without a doubt, it's a natural and effective solution that has significantly improved the quality of life for many men.
I'm Dr. Mark D., a men's health specialist for over 20 years. Men who used to wake up 5 or 6 times a night now report sleeping peacefully after using PROSTAFENSE. They also experience more energy, better mood, and even reduced body fat. It's a safe breakthrough that truly works.
What impressed me most about PROSTAFENSE was how fast the result appeared. In just a few weeks, one of my patients told me that for the first time in years, he was able to go and watch an entire game with his friends without needing to get up for the bathroom. To me, this proves the real impact that this formula has on men's lives. I always recommend following the treatment for 4 to 6 months because the long-term results have brought benefits I've never seen in my 25 years of practice.
See? And these are just a few of the testimonials I received from respected colleagues in the field. Once you start taking PROSTAFENSE, there's no doubt that your prostate will begin to shrink, and that constant, uncomfortable feeling of a full bladder will start to disappear in less than a month. However, it's essential to continue the treatment in order to completely eliminate the inflammatory compounds that fuel men's syndrome, the real culprit behind an enlarged prostate and persistent symptoms. This is because your body needs time to neutralize and flush out the toxins toxins that have built up over the years, damaging the prostate cells and hormonal balance. By going through this internal cleanse, you drastically reduce the chances of the problem returning while also enhancing other key aspects of your health, such as higher energy levels, overall well-being, and even improved sexual function. In other words, if you've been struggling with urinary urgency, weak flow, and disrupted sleep for months or even years, your body needs time to fully restore proper prostate function. That's why our protocol recommends a full 180-day treatment with PROSTAFENS, especially for men who have been dealing with these symptoms for more than 6 months. For some, 30, 50, or even 90 days may be enough to clear out surface-level toxins, depending on the severity of their condition and their body's ability to absorb nutrients. However, it's only after 6 months of consistent use that you ensure complete prostate deflation and long-term prevention of relapses. During the first month, you'll already notice surprising changes: fewer or no trips to the bathroom, better bladder control, and deeper, more restorative sleep. But it's crucial not to stop the treatment too soon, as the cleansing process of prostate cells and the urinary system must be fully completed to ensure permanent results. And the best part? You don't need to make any drastic lifestyle changes. There's no need to eliminate foods, follow extreme exercise routines, or undergo invasive procedures. With PROSTAFENS, your body is naturally stimulated to regenerate itself, and the benefits go far beyond just a healthy prostate. More energy and stamina throughout the day, reduced belly fat and improved body composition, increased vitality, and even a boost in libido, a natural result of hormonal restoration as inflammation subsides. In short, this isn't just about stopping frequent bathroom trips. It's about getting your quality of life back, regaining your confidence, and reclaiming your freedom. And of course, it's about preventing serious, life-threatening diseases before they start. With the right protocol, 6 bottles for a full 180-day treatment, you're not just ensuring quick relief, but also long-lasting and sustainable results. Now, you might be wondering, how much does this revolutionary treatment cost? Here's what you need to understand. PROSTAFENS is an extremely exclusive product that takes time to produce. Every ingredient is carefully sourced and imported, making it difficult to obtain, especially graviola, which comes from a small controlled native plantation in the Caribbean. I refuse to buy from large-scale farms to avoid pesticides and harmful chemicals, ensuring that every dose is 100% pure and potent. They are harvested in reserved and permitted areas, making their acquisition complex and highly regulated. We are constantly working on alternative ways to cultivate this graviola and reduce the cost of PROSTAFENS, but due to its specificity and regulatory hurdles, this process remains challenging. Because of the military-grade ingredients and the extensive production process required for each bottle, the first batch of PROSTAFENS was initially released at $300 per bottle. However, demand was so high that it sold out almost immediately, and patients kept coming back for more. As sales increased, we were able to reduce raw material costs by purchasing in larger quantities. We also negotiated to significantly lower the laboratory profit margins, as each new batch sells out in less than a week. And I need to be honest with you, because this formula represents a revolutionary breakthrough in prostate health, especially for veterans and men over 40, I am currently being considered for a prestigious medical award. Not just for the recognition, but because winning this award would help make this solution available to even more men who desperately need it. But here's the catch. To be considered for this award, we need to gather at least 15,000 success stories. Right now, we have 14,330 testimonials. That means we only need 670 more men to share their success stories. For that reason, I am offering an exclusive one-time discount for the remaining 670 men who join us. This way, you get PROSTAFENS at the lowest possible price, while also helping us reach our goal. It's a win-win situation for everyone. Because of this, we've set the final price for this batch of PROSTAFENS at just $147 per bottle. But before I reveal the final price, you just won 3 free bottles. Hey, sorry to interrupt if this video is playing during your PROSTAFENS presentation, but today is your lucky day. I receive 100 bottles per batch of PROSTAFENS to distribute among my patients or send to doctors who reach out to me with severe or advanced cases. As I mentioned before, I don't make a profit on this project. Spreading this life-changing information is truly my mission. But here's the thing. I'm retiring. I want to spend more time with my family. Because of that, I just sold my in-person medical practice to a close doctor friend. And since I won't be seeing patients anymore, I've decided to focus entirely on helping men like Tommy and you by distributing these bottles to former patients and colleagues. Right now, I have 67 bottles left, so I decided to record this extra video and offer additional bottles to select men. Today, you have been selected as one of 30 people to access these extra bottles. And not only will you receive 3 free bottles as promised, you'll get 4 4 free bottles. Here's how it works. The original price of PROSTAFENSE is $147 per bottle. With our current promotion, if you select the 6-bottle kit, you'll only pay for 3 bottles, totaling $441. That's already a great deal, but for those lucky enough to see this video, the price gets even better when you select the 6-bottle kit below. Right now, instead of paying for 3 bottles as in the original promotion, you'll only pay for 2 bottles, totaling $294. That's right, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that will never happen again and is only available while these 67 extra bottles last, if they're even still available. So don't wait. Act now and secure your 6-bottle PROSTAFENSE kit at the lowest price ever offered. Not only will you save big, but you'll ensure your body stays in peak condition, keeping your prostate deflated, eliminating men's syndrome, and restoring your urinary and hormonal health, whether you're 50, 60, or even 90 years old. You can also choose the 3-bottle kit, which normally doesn't come with a discount, but since you're one of the 30 people selected for this special promotion, you'll receive an exclusive discount if you select this kit now. In this case, you'll pay for 1 bottle plus $30 each for the 2 additional bottles, totaling $177 for 3 bottles. While it's not as advantageous as the 6-bottle kit, it's still a 60% discount off the original price, giving you a full 3 months of treatment. With this, you'll have in your hands the only formula with the FDA certificate of efficacy, validated by the US Navy, ensuring that you'll completely eliminate prostate inflammation and, as a bonus, experience better bladder control, deeper sleep, and renewed vitality. These 6-bottle and 3-bottle kits are available at this special promotional price with free shipping exclusively in this video and only today, while these 67 extra bottles last. Don't miss this opportunity. Once these free bottles are gone, the kit buttons below are programmed to return to the original price. And even if people still buy at full price, since this batch is almost sold out, the purchase buttons will likely be deactivated by the end of today or tomorrow until we produce another batch, which takes approximately 3 to 6 months. Honestly, given the reservations from our last batch, it's highly likely that the next production run will be exclusively for current customers who order today. And you'll also get access to 4 incredible bonus gifts, which I'll reveal shortly. Below this video, you can select the 6-bottle package or any other option you prefer. Once you've made your selection, you'll be directed to our 100% secure checkout page, which uses the same encryption as Amazon and eBay. Simply fill in your personal details, address, and payment information, and you're done. As soon as your payment is approved, you'll receive a confirmation email. From there, you can relax. Our state-of-the-art facilities will immediately begin preparing your order, and in 4 business days or less, your supply of PROSTAFENSE will arrive at your doorstep. No worries. We understand the personal nature of prostate health issues. Your package will arrive in discreet packaging to protect your privacy with free shipping on 3-bottle and 6-bottle orders. This is a one-time payment with no hidden charges and no auto-ship subscriptions. And if you're still feeling skeptical, let me reassure you by taking all the risk off your shoulders. I know exactly how frustrating it is to try product after product, hoping for results, only to end up disappointed and discouraged. That's not what I want for you. That's why today I'm giving you my 180-day guarantee if you choose the 6-bottle option, or a 60-day guarantee for the 1-bottle or 3-bottle options with a 100% money-back refund. Here's how it works. Once you receive your PROSTAFENSE package, I want you to open the box and start taking it daily. Experience what it feels like to sleep through the night again. Feel your prostate shrinking back to its normal size. Enjoy that powerful, satisfying urine flow you haven't had since your 30s. If that doesn't happen, if you don't notice a dramatic reduction in nighttime bathroom trips within 4 weeks, if you don't feel a stronger urine flow, if you don't sleep better than you have in years, or even if you just don't like the color of the bottle, I'll give you every penny back, and you can keep the remaining bottles. Simply email our support team within 180 days of purchase, and you'll receive your instant refund. No questions asked, no hard feelings. In other words, you get a full 2 months to test PROSTAFENSE with 0 financial risk. If for any reason you're not thrilled with your results, you can get your money back the same day. Does that sound fair? Now, do you see why there's absolutely no reason not to try it? Tell me, when has a doctor ever offered you a guarantee like this? When has Big Pharma ever backed their prescription drugs with this kind of risk-free offer, despite all their unpleasant side effects? Never. That's why PROSTAFENSE is different. Now, as I promised, I still want to give you some incredible bonus gifts. The first bonus is our comprehensive Prostate Health Master Guide. This detailed digital manual reveals 12 simple, natural techniques you can do at home to support prostate health and improve daily comfort. Inside, you'll discover foods that naturally support prostate health, Simple exercises to strengthen your pelvic floor, natural ways to boost testosterone levels, lifestyle changes that can dramatically improve prostate function, and much more. The second bonus is our exclusive Prostate Health Smoothie Guide. This practical and delicious digital guide was designed to further accelerate your results with PROSTAFENS by incorporating easy, fast-to-make drinks into your daily routine. We've researched the best scientifically proven natural ingredients, all of which can be found at your local supermarket, to help you reduce prostate inflammation while enjoying amazing flavors. Inside this guide, you'll discover quick and easy recipes that can be made in minutes, delicious smoothies for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, ingredients that not only shrink the prostate but also naturally boost libido, how to transform your diet effortlessly while actually enjoying it, and the best part, you don't need to be a chef to make these recipes. Just blend, drink, and start feeling the benefits. Normally sold for $37, today you get it completely free when you secure your 3 or 6 bottle PROSTAFENS kit. And the third bonus is the best of all, but it's exclusively for the first 10 men who order the 6 bottle package right now. I'm giving away my best-selling book, which has already sold over 40,000 copies and has now been converted into an ebook, The Plan to Revive Your Sexual Desire. Inside, I reveal simple secrets that most doctors never share, but that can make a huge difference in your vitality and intimate life. You'll learn how a common spice can supercharge your stamina in the bedroom, the simple tea that boosts desire and makes your moments more intense, natural strategies to regain vitality and self-confidence, easy to apply tips for daily life without needing medication or expensive treatments. Imagine this, small changes that revive your energy, improve performance, and increase your drive, all explained in a clear and practical way. This plan normally costs $47, but today it's yours for free when you choose your 3 bottle or 6 bottle PROSTAFENS kit. And now for my biggest gifts yet, reserved for the 30 selected men. If you act fast and are one of the first 10 men to select the 6 bottle PROSTAFENS package below, you will receive a 100% refund of your purchase price, sent back to your bank account immediately, a completely free private consultation with me via Zoom or phone. A single consultation with me costs over $1,000, and after these 10 lucky men, I will no longer offer one-on-one consultations. Have you ever seen any other treatment offer this many bonuses, benefits, and an official certificate of efficacy? Let's summarize. If you act now and are one of the first 10 men to order, you'll receive 3 ebooks. My best-selling book, a $1,000 private consultation via Zoom, a full refund of your purchase price. There is nothing else like this. All of this is to show you that our mission is to help you reclaim your health, vitality, and peace of mind so you can live free from the constant discomfort of an enlarged prostate. Imagine sleeping soundly, having more energy, and living your days without worry or limitations. A healthy prostate is about more than just relieving symptoms. It's about taking back your quality of life and well-being. But as I mentioned, these last 2 bonuses are only for the first 10 men who secure their 6-bottle PROSTAFENS package, and that count starts right now. Now that you've made it this far, let me be direct. You're standing in front of a choice that could change your life forever. Consider this the smartest and most powerful investment you'll ever make in yourself. Because let's be honest, this isn't just about your prostate, it's about your vitality, your masculinity, your freedom. I believe you understand just how valuable that is. That's why I have only one piece of advice. Stop everything you're doing. Choose the best package below and secure your kit immediately. You need to act fast. And I ask just one thing, don't do this for me, do it for yourself. Think about how your life will change once you start using PROSTAFENS. Feel what it's like to sleep through the night again, wake up feeling rejuvenated and full of energy, ready to take on anything the day brings. Imagine the smile on your wife's face when she realizes that you're both finally sleeping peacefully again. No more separate bedrooms, no more restless nights, no more watching you suffer in silence. This will completely transform your relationship. You'll be more present, more energized, and more like the man she fell in love with. She'll see you regaining your confidence and independence, no longer planning every outing around bathroom stops or avoiding social situations out of fear. You'll start to feel like yourself again, confident and masculine, as you take back control of your body and your life. And your newfound vitality will command respect from other men. They'll wonder what your secret is when they see you walking with confidence, no longer held back by the constant urgency to find a bathroom. This is the life that awaits you with PROSTAFENS, a life filled with confidence, dignity, and the kind of deep, restorative sleep you haven't experienced in years. A life where you can be proud of yourself, knowing you can go anywhere, do anything, and never have to worry about your prostate again. A life where you're finally finally free from the prison of endless bathroom trips. And all you need to do to claim this life is choose one of the packages below and secure your PROSTAFENSE kit before supplies run out. PROSTAFENSE is the first and only formula that targets the real root cause of prostate problems, men's syndrome. No prescription drug or supplement addresses this underlying cause the way PROSTAFENSE does. Other treatments only mask the symptoms temporarily, never solving the real problem. That's why PROSTAFENSE is different. It's not about temporarily suppressing symptoms that come rushing back the moment the medication wears off. You can throw away your Flomax and other prescription medications because by taking this breakthrough formula daily, you'll restore your prostate health and sleep quality to what they were in your 30s. You'll finally be able to sleep through the night without constantly running to the bathroom. But once these promotional spots run out, the price of a bottle of PROSTAFENSE will increase to $197. And I can't guarantee we'll have any stock left. At the rate men are buying 3-bottle and 6-bottle packages, it's highly likely that our entire inventory will sell out today. So it's crucial that you don't waste time and act now. At this point, you have two choices. The first option is to do nothing. Forget everything you've learned in this video. Continue living the same life you're living today, waking up multiple times every night, living without confidence, self-esteem, or dignity, unable to travel freely, always scouting for the nearest bathroom, watching your relationship suffer as you and your wife sleep in separate rooms night after night. Is this the life you want? I don't want that for you. That's why I strongly recommend option number 2, the same choice thousands of smart men have already made.
Before PROSTAFENSE, I was waking up 5 or 6 times a night. It was exhausting and draining all my energy. Within just a few weeks, I started sleeping through the night, and I feel like a completely different person. Now I wake up refreshed and full of energy, ready to truly enjoy my day.
I was tired of always looking for the nearest bathroom wherever I went. With PROSTAFENSE, that changed. Now I can go out with my family without that constant worry. It was one of the best decisions I've ever made.
I'll admit I was skeptical, but PROSTAFENSE exceeded my expectations. Within a month, my trips to the bathroom dropped drastically, and my overall well-being improved. I've regained my quality of life and peace of mind.
So choose the best package below this video and at the very least, test PROSTAFENSE for 90 days. By securing your PROSTAFENSE package, you'll experience deep, uninterrupted sleep, a strong, steady urine flow, and the confidence of a man in complete control of his body. You'll see your wife smile at you again, knowing that both of you are finally getting the rest you deserve. The tension in your relationship will fade as you grow closer than ever. You'll no longer worry about bathroom emergencies. You'll never again rely on prescription medications with horrible side effects. Your prostate will shrink back to its healthy size, and you'll fully empty your bladder every single time. No more weak streams, no more dribbling, no more embarrassment. Your wife will see you transform back into the strong, confident man she married, because now you'll sleep through the night, wake up refreshed, and live life on your own terms. That's what awaits you with PROSTAFENSE. And remember, you have a 60-day guarantee for 1 or 3-bottle packages and a 180-day guarantee for the 6-bottle package. So what do you have to lose? Absolutely nothing. If for any reason it doesn't work, you simply get your money back. I've done everything in my power to make this simple and risk-free for you. I've shown you the scientific evidence behind PROSTAFENSE. I've shared how thousands of men have transformed their lives thanks to this breakthrough formula. I've told you my story and Tommy's journey, but in the end, only you know what's right for your life. Just remember this: if you don't take action for yourself and your marriage, no one else will. If you want to change your life and stop suffering from prostate problems, you need to make a different choice. You've already seen that prescription medications and common supplements don't work. It's time for something new, something scientifically proven that has already helped thousands of men restore their prostate health and reclaim their lives. Choose your PROSTAFENSE package now by clicking the button below this video. Thank you for watching. Your friend, Dr. Robert Burke. Hey, still here? You probably have a few questions, so let me answer the most common ones right now. 1. Is PROSTAFENSE safe? Yes. PROSTAFENSE is made from military-grade natural nutrients with no known side effects. It's produced in an FDA-certified laboratory and undergoes rigorous testing for quality, purity, and most importantly, safety. You can take PROSTAFENSE every morning with total confidence, knowing that these nutrients are beneficial for your body. There's no jittery feeling or strange side effects like you get with prescription drugs, just pure prostate shrinking power and deep restorative sleep. 2. I'm 72 years old and have tried everything. Flomax, Proscar, Saw Palmetto, and even considered surgery. Will PROSTAFENSE work for me? Absolutely. It doesn't matter how old you are, how long you've struggled with prostate problems, or what treatments you've tried before. The truth is, your prostate issues are caused by a single factor, MEN syndrome. This sleep disorder disrupts your hormones and forces your prostate to swell like a balloon. And that's exactly what PROSTAFENSE is designed to fix. It contains 3 powerful ingredients that reset your sleep cycle, rebalance your hormones, and and shrink your prostate back to its normal size. That's why PROSTAFENSE works for anyone, regardless of age or severity of their prostate issues. This is the only formula that permanently restores prostate health by targeting men's syndrome. So yes, PROSTAFENSE will work for you. 3. How should I take PROSTAFENSE? It's incredibly simple. Unlike prescription medications, you don't have to time your doses or follow complicated instructions. Just take 2 capsules every morning and let the powerful ingredients in PROSTAFENSE do the work, correcting men's syndrome and shrinking your prostate day by day. 4. How long until I see results? While everyone's body is different, most men start noticing changes within just a few days. Week 1, you'll start sleeping better and waking up less at night. Weeks 2 to 3, you'll notice a stronger urine stream and complete bladder emptying. Weeks 3 to 4, you'll sleep through most nights and feel like a new man. But our best results come from men who choose the 3 and 6 month packages. Why? Because this gives your body enough time to fully absorb the nutrients, permanently shrink your prostate, and ensure that you never struggle with nighttime bathroom trips again. That's why we strongly recommend the 3 and 6 month packages. 5. What if it doesn't work for me? I understand that everyone's body is different. That's why we offer our 60-day money-back guarantee. If you don't notice fewer trips to the bathroom, better sleep, and a stronger urine stream, you'll get every penny back immediately. No risk at all. If it doesn't work, you'll receive a full refund in minutes. 6. I'm ready to start. How do I place my order? Excellent. This will be the best decision of your life. Simply choose your PROSTAFENSE package by clicking one of the buttons below. Once your payment is approved, we will rush your order immediately. In just a few days, your PROSTAFENSE package will arrive discreetly at your doorstep, so go ahead and secure your package now by clicking the button below. I can't wait to hear how PROSTAFENSE has transformed your life.